Hey guys, out here in the woods, going to show you guys how to build a lean-to, which is like a really simple shelter that you can build without any serious tools or anything. All you really need is a tarp and some rope. You can certainly do it with logs and stuff too, and branches if you have them available, and I'll show you one of those examples right away. But let's get started. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to string a rope from one side of the tree to the other, and that's going to be our ridge line. That's going to create a line for us that we can attach our tarp to. Now you want to find two trees that are in a location that are going to create good shelter, are going to let you not be on a hill or not be in a big puddle of water, but also you want to be able to put it in a situation where the wind is blowing on the back side of your shelter as opposed to the front side. So I'm going to just move the camera right now, and I'll get a little bit up close to show you guys the knots that you can use to attach these to trees. Okay, so on our first tree, what we're going to do, tie a really simple hitch, and then we're going to string it across over to the other side. On this side, we're going to be doing a trucker's hitch. This is a knot that uses a loop on the right hand side of the tree here, and that loop acts as a pulley so we can pull it really tight against the tree. Then we wrap it around a couple times and just tie a quick little knot so that we can easily take it off. Okay, so what I've got here, a couple little short pieces of rope, and what we're going to do is I've melted the ends on them to make sure that they're nice and they don't come frayed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a little loop or a little knot on the end here, and I'm going to create a loop out of my material. Now what this is going to let me do, this is going to allow me to create a knot called a prusik, and the prusik has a really cool feature in that when you attach it to a line, especially if it's a smaller line around a bigger line, you get this knot that you can slide along the rope, but when you apply tension to it, it stays in one position. So this gives us a lot of the ability to adjust our tarp without having to retie everything. So what I'm going to do now that I've had the prusik tied here, I'm going to undo my lower knot and run that through my tarp. I'm going to do that 3 times, so I have 3 across, and I'll show you that when I'm finished. So if you don't have stakes, or if you don't have rocks or something that you can use to stake the corner of your tent, what you can do is take a stick and sharpen it into kind of a makeshift stake. And so on this side I have a sharpened point. Over here I'm just going to create a little notch, and that notch is going to act just like a tent peg, and it'll hold my tarp down exactly how I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the second one here, and I'll stake the corners. Got my lean-to set up, got a nice little fire going here. All I need to do now is get enough wood to make it through the evening and enjoy a little supper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sad that we couldn't be out here doing this together, but I hope you learned something. So here is a video of a homemade lean-to. It's pretty big. It's got twigs holding it up, or branches holding it up, and it's all covered on the outside with these pine needles. I usually don't like to make these because it takes a lot of wood, and in a survival situation for sure, but this is just another option you can use.